Hey, Natsu here. Today I'm going to do my next part on what if Deku was a half angel girl. So in the last part, they discovered um, the time chamber. They were told by the Earth's Guardian that when you go inside, you only age from in the same way that you would age outside. So 1 year inside the time chamber, you age of 1 day. But your mentality still age with the same time as inside the time chamber. And that unless you want to completely forget everything, you have to take pause from the time chamber from time to time. So, in the last part, they were just told that they had 1 week before the sports festival, and All Might decided to actually um, every night basically to go in the time chamber to basically allow himself to become more powerful because I didn't say that, but basically this is something that I want to say. All Might wants to try and be All Might 100% of the time without the need of one for all because he knows it's going to leave him at some point, and because of that he actually wants to still be able to fight. Even if he trains, he will well, I already decided how he was going to be. Like right now, increasing his power out of All Might form actually increases his power in, when he transforms. Simply because there's more power to increase, basically. As well as the key basically allows him to become a lot more powerful as well. So basically, he told Ochako, Veal, and um, Izuka that he doesn't want them to go in the time chamber because now he knows the the drawback, I mean, because they went back and told him. He still went there and basically asked if he could do it if he was just doing one night, going back outside, doing the day, then going back once again during the night, and basically do that for a while, which, what was her name? Be right back. Sorry, took a while. Okay, so her name is Himari. I don't know why I wasn't able to find it in my notes. So I literally just went back to the last video and tried to see where her name was. So basically, All Might asked Himari if the way he wanted to train was okay. She said it was. And so he started training like that every night. Basically, he trains for 8 hours for the outside world, which since time move at 365.25 times faster. He has a huge amount of time in it, but well, 4 months actually every night. And I really do mean every night, basically. Um, so He will get faster, well, stronger a lot faster. Basically, he will get back to his prime strength when he is transformed in around, yeah, by the point he will fight with All For One. All For One will fight against All Might a bit more than the full strength that he had before the first time they fought. Only difference is that All For One was already looking for a huge amount of powerful quirks. Like the no moves were proof of that. Um, like right now, he would probably still be able to kill All Might, but yeah, basically, um, the no moves were stronger than his prime, so well, one of them was stronger than his prime. So basically, even his prime won't be enough. But he'll train more than just 4 months at some point, which will render him more powerful than that. So during the week of training before the sports festival, Ochako, Vio, and Izuka decided to only meditate to basically control their ki better without the time chamber, so yeah, didn't really do that much. Still increased it, but yeah, not like by a huge margin. So yeah, basically when they arrive at that, pretty simple. First thing, the running test. Izuka, then Ochako, then Vio for the wait, they arrived at the end. Bakugo is in fourth, Shoto in fifth, and after that, basically everyone else about the same. For the second event, well, firstly, the reason why how they arrived so fast is basically just they flew over it at their max speed, which basically they can travel multiple kilometers a minute, so it's pretty easy to do. Bakugo was basically just doing the same thing than them by using his explosion to fly since he never learned to use ki yet. He will at some point, don't worry. Actually, I think 4 people in class will learn it if I don't count the others. Bakugo is one of them. And the other 4, the other 3, I'm not going to tell them. It's not going to be like my Saiyan deku. This one, the only reason those Bakugo and the other 3 will learn it is because All Might will teach it to them, not Izuka, Ochako, or Vio. It's really like All Might will decide to teach it to them to basically allow them to be better. You know what? I'm just going to tell them. It's going to be Bakugo, Kirishima, Tokoyami. The reason why he wants to teach it to Tokoyami is so that he can try and control Dark Shadow better. And last one is Shoto. Once again to control his quirk better, mostly so that he can increase his power, because basically at some point his dad will become better, just like in the anime, but they'll basically get a massive power boost at some point. So yeah, I know they're all guys, but yeah, the reason for Bakugo is because Deku keeps Izuka keeps saying that before she learned that it was actually ki and not a quirk, like really quirk. She said that if she was able to teach it to anyone, she would have tried to do it to him first. Kirishima basically because um, I would say after learning that Bakugo's training, he would probably follow him around like he does in the anime sometime, and basically start learning it from Bakugo a bit. Then All Might would learn about it and help him. For Tokoyami, basically I told you the reason, to try and help him control Dark Shadow. And then Shoto simply because, well, first, the reason why Shoto will start learning it is because of Izuka, but more because of something she's going to say, not because of something she's going not because she's going to try it on her own to teach him. But yeah, you'll see how it goes. But it will take a small amount of time, basically. So yeah, like I was saying, they basically just flew over everything. After that, for everyone else, well, they kind of ran all the way. The robots were destroyed by Bakugo since the robot didn't even had time to get in the way before um, the I'm going to call them the big three because yeah, literally they're already stronger than the big three. So it's kind of easy to see why I'm going to call them that. They're literally going to be the number one hero, Izuka, which the hero name that I have chosen for her will be Angel. Basically, the way I'm placing it is that Izuka's dad, I'm not going to give him a first name, but simply because Inko wanted his last name, he decided to say the name of his species, which is, well, Angel. So he gave that. So basically, she decided to use her dad's last name as her hero name. Ochako basically just went with, what was the name I wanted to give her? Be right back, I still have to check two things. Not going to take long. Okay, so Ochako decided to, well, I'm going to set it so that the name she chose is actually the way she found out about her transformation. So she's going to call herself no. I just realized that it was really dumb to decide on that name. You know what? I'm just going to leave the same name as in the anime for her because the name I had chosen was Wrath, basically because, well, it was the way she discovered the second aspect of her quirk. But basically, I read it and I was like, why did I choose that? So yeah, I'm not going to give her that name. I don't even remember why I chose that. So for Vio, the name I had decided to give him was actually Nemakin, or his own name, and I decided to go with his own name for him. Like, Shoto decided to literally just go with Shoto. So, yeah. So, basically, the second event, the way it went is, well, Bakugo being able to, being the literal, really only person close to them in the entire sports festival. His team still got close. Um, Basically, the way it happened is all three decided to stay together and add I think her name was May or something like that. Every other team was basically the same. Switch Mineta for the person that was that I replaced for Vio, and basically you get that. So Shoto, Bakugo, and Deku's team wins. Shinso's team wins simply because, let's say, they still win the same way. Then he is the only one that passed because the other one decided to say we don't remember anything, we quit. And then for the battles, yeah, no, first thing that's extremely different is the battle between Bakugo and Ochako. He's not even able to go far. Um, Vio literally destroys the competition. The way I'm placing it is that in the end, the way they are is Shoto versus Deku, Ochako versus Vio, and then they pass to the next, and then you get the point. For the battle again from Shoto against Deku, basically Deku's just standing there breaking the ice, then talking to Todoroki and basically making him realize the same thing as in the anime. Then Shoto uses his full power. Um, Endeavor is happy. Deku basically pushes Todoroki off the stage and then basically glares, well, literally sends an aura of like, I'm going to kill you, straight in the direction of Endeavor, which every hero basically feels and are like, what the hell is this? Like, well, it was mostly just anger that everyone felt coming off of Deku, but basically just looking at Endeavor because the same interaction happened where Endeavor told Izuka to force Todoroki to use his own quirk. So yeah, Vio versus Ochako. Ochako wins. That's not a bargain. She increased in strength more than what he has, and she was already kind of stronger than him a bit. On top of that, if she goes Super Saiyan, he's basically gone at this point. Then Izuka versus Ochako. The moment it starts, Ochako goes straight to Super Saiyan, which she actually just calls Super, since she doesn't know she's a Saiyan. So yeah. And thanks to the boost that sorry, thanks to the boost that Deku gave himself by training, they're practically on par. The only difference is that Deku is faster. So yeah, Ochako kind of lose after a while simply because of that. Then Vio against Todoroki. Yeah, Todoroki doesn't even get a chance to fight since Vio just kind of took care of it. So after that happened, um, the score was Izuka first, Ochako second, Vio third. They got the medals. All Might showed up, um, and they were feeling his power increase over time, since every day of school they still met with him, or knew he was around and felt the increase. So basically, he kind of catched up really fast to his to a previous power. Like, he's powerful. Like, for the anime, um, the original Nomu that we saw took over 360 punch. Right now, All Might could probably do it in around 80, give or take. Pretty great increase in power. A 4.5 time increase. That's pretty good. Um, so after that, they chose their name. I already told what they were. Deku Angel, since basically her hero suit is a dress, the wings, false wings, basically. Um, Ochako's basically stays the same. I don't remember if I said if she has a tail or not. I think I said she had. Basically, it's the same suit, except that, yeah, there's basically a hole for the tail. Oh yeah, as well as Deku having her gauntlet, basically, to hold her, to limit her power. Vio basically just has the same type of suit that um, Piccolo has, just because it's kind of easier instead of making him a freaking new one. Just to make sure we get, you get what I mean. Basically, that's his suit. He doesn't have the weighted clothing on, but yeah, basically, that's his suit. Um, so the agency where I send them, Ochako going to um, Gran Torino, Vio being asked by Endeavor and another and multiple other groups, well, agencies, but he decided to go to Endeavor's agency, basically to keep an eye on Todoroki because he took a liking to him. Basically, he saw how he tried to fight against Izuka, even though he knew he had no chance. So he wants to try and help train him a bit. Not in key control, but literally just help him increase his own strength, like physical strength. Um, for Izuka, that's the one that I had the most trouble with because, well, at first I wanted to send her to Endeavor's agency, But then I decided to say, what if I send him to another place? But I want him to stay in Hosu, so Endeavor would still be the best bet for that. So yeah, basically both um, Izuka and Vio are going with Endeavor. Two of the kids that were able to beat his son, a green man and a girl, basically. Which, since Izuka has white hair, well, white, silver, most more on the white side. So yeah, basically, I'm just going to put something in when I'm going to do that part. But yeah, so I'm going to end it here. Later, I'm going to do another what if. It's going to depend which one it is that I'm going to do. But yeah, so also, I almost have 300 subs. Yes, it is written ebony and everything's in French basically because I actually live in Canada and speak French. But yeah, for my 300 sub special, I'm going to start a new what if that has been decided. What if Deku was half alien from one of the species from the Ben 10 universe? So I decided to put 6 out of the out of the ones that you could choose out of, but I decided to add another one. So in the comment section, go look for, if you want to see that what if theory, go look for alien species from the Ben 10 universe and try to choose one that you would like to see me use. I'm only going to choose one out of them. So the ones that I'm taking off are Alien X, because he would be way too powerful. Atomics, because once again, way too powerful. Way big, because I don't even know how it would work. Upgrade, because he's literally just liquid technology. Nanomech, because, well, he's not actually an alien. He's literally just technology that kind of mixed a bit with the Omnitrix, and it created that, basically, to protect him. Goop, because, well, he's basically just a blob of liquid acid. Well, more like jellified acid, but still. And lastly is gray matter, simply because the only thing he would gain from it is super intelligence, and they're not even that strong. So yeah, those are the 7 species I'm taking off of the list. Any other species that you want, you can try to look for it. Right now, I'm between, well, I'm tempted to go for a Petrosapien, the species of Diamond Head and Chromastone. Chromastone being a mutation in the DNA of the species, basically. And the only thing that he, like, Diamond Head can create, his body is fully made of crystal. He can create them, control them, he can basically make them float. turn his body into different things, is almost unbreakable. Chroma Stone is almost unbreakable, can absorb energy, light, electricity. Um, he can absorb magic, if I remember correctly, and he can send all of that back. I'm tempted to basically just put the species Petro Sapien to basically put the two powers together. But yeah, leave a comment for what you would like to see. Um, and yeah, hope you liked it. Natsu out.